Hello, everyone. How you guys doing this wonderful Monday morning? Whoa, another week, another dollar. Let's get it. My name is Jeremiah Davis, aka the Funding Coach, coming to you live with Business Funding Now. Every Monday at 1 o'clock, I come with business funding tips, business credit, business becoming bankable with your business, um, and just giving away information on how, as entrepreneurs or small business owners, that you can um, access the different funding products. But if you don't know, then you don't know. The information, right? I know a lot of business owners, they're just applying for whatever they can apply for, and they get denied, they get rejected because they don't know how business funding works. They don't know the criteria, they don't know the qualification requirements. Just because you have a business doesn't mean you get funding. Just because you have an 80 credit score or intelligence score doesn't mean you're going to get a loan. So you need to know what the banks are looking for, the different types of loans that are available, and then get you pre-qualified for a loan before you apply, right? And our software pre-qualifies any business in less than 2 minutes and gives you the results of the loan type that you pre-qualify. Now, pre-qualify is not pre-approved. Okay. Pre-qualify just means you meet the basic requirements to qualify for this particular loan type or program or product. Okay. But if you cannot verify the information, you cannot provide the information, bank statements, financials, credit card statements, all those the things that lenders look for. Because at the end of the day, you want the lender to say yes, but you need to know what the lender is looking for, right? Knowing what the lender is looking for before you apply greatly increases your chances of getting approved. Okay. And that's what we offer at Business Funding Now. All right. Some of you guys may know we own a software called Black Label CRM. That company has merged with my business partners, a software called Owner's Path. And now everything is the software sales are under the Owner's Path brand. Okay. Because me and my team, we're doing the white label loan processing for our software users. So it was just became too much for all of us to handle. It was better to consolidate, do one brand for software sales, and then compartmentalize our resources and our teams to focus on the things that need to be focused on. So, so you can still get aka Black Label CRM, but it's under the Owner's Path brand, and it's the same exact software, the same exact features, the same exact benefits, the same exact potential to make a great deal of money by providing these pre-qualification scans to your clients, get them pre-qualified for a loan, get them into a loan product, get them funded, get them bankable, provide the coaching to become bankable, and all those things that we were offering under Black Label, we still offer on the Owner's Path. Okay, so nothing has changed. All right, it's just a different route to get you where you want to be. But I'm going to still promote Business Funding Now, give away these funding tips to anybody that does not have the software that wants to be an affiliate of Business Funding Now can. Anybody that is a small business owner wants to apply for a loan or learn about funding. And listen, on the Business Funding Now, not only do we have right 22 different loan products that you can apply for with our software to get pre-qualified for one or more of those loans. If your personal credit is not good but you have good business revenue, you can qualify for a loan. If your business revenue is low and less than $10,000 but you got good personal credit, say 700, 720 or higher, then you could qualify for some type of funding products. If you have no business revenue and you have bad credit, then there's not much I can do for you. All right, you got to have one or the other to get funding. You got to have good credit, or you have to have business revenue. If you got good credit and business revenue, then there's more funding options for you. Okay, so that's just how it is. Okay, so there's no loophole. There's no. We're not out thinking the bank. All right, we just keep up to date on what the bank guidelines are for approving different loan products. Okay, so today's topic is what are the three types of business funding? three types. Okay, all business funding falls into three categories. Okay, and I'm going to break down each of those categories for you today, so you'll have a little bit more information about which type of funding to lead your client to. So, okay, we have 22 different loan products that certainly business funding now can get you access to with the lenders, right? Because we're not a direct lender, we're just a brokerage house, but we service, we have lenders for those 22 different loan products. Okay. Secondly, we have an affiliate program. When you get your own landing page, you get your own access to the Success Scan page. There's an affiliate portal. There's a client portal. So all your clients send in, and you can make 25% commission of whatever we get. Okay, and we're still doing all the work. You're just feeding the funnel, and you're making. Look, say if I get a $3,000 or $2,000 commission, 25% is $500. Okay, if we get a $5,000 commission, you're making like 1250. All right, so 25% is not bad just for leading people to your landing page, right? And then letting us do all the work. So you know what I mean? It's not a bad deal. I think it's a pretty good deal, matter of fact. Okay. We also have our business funding certification course. I dropped the price down to 297. When it first came out, it was $1,000. All right, and I came down to 500. Now I'm down to 297. I'm not going any lower than that. If you didn't catch it on a promotion for $97, I'm sorry. That was a holiday thing, but the price is going to stay at 297. But $300 so you can learn about 30 different business loans, right? In the course, we provide you with the description of the loan type, uh, the pros and cons of the loan type, a case study of the loan type, the most common supporting documents of the loan type. We educate you on the difference between choosing to work with a loan broker or working with a direct lender. Okay, there's pros and cons for both. All right, brokers usually have more resources, more lenders to go to, right? And a direct lender usually are siloed into one or two different loan products that they service. Okay, so knowing those type of things, what's the best fit, and then it comes down to personal preference. I worked with a lot of lenders that I didn't work with any longer, and I'm always constantly looking for new lenders because times change, things go wrong. It's personal preference. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. Um, so we got the course, right, for 297. All right. And then we have so many different things, right? Oh, it's also in the course, you get um, my 5-question formula to pre-qualify. So I ask clients these 5 questions, and I pretty much can determine by a process of elimination which loan product is best suited for their needs, right? For example, I'll ask them, what is your personal credit score? If they say anything under 680, I know credit based programs, this is one of the three that are types of loans, is not available to them. So we're looking at the other two, which I'm going to go into in a minute. Okay. So and then I can ask them, what's the monthly revenue? If they tell me anything below $10,000, then I already know that we are limited in anything. Okay. Because they have no monthly revenue and they have their credit is below 680, that means that they have not good credit and no business revenue. So there might be personal funding options for them. All right. And there are some, but you have to have some things like SBA. Some SBA lenders will go down to 650 on a credit score, but you might have to come up with 20% as a down payment on the funding product or provide some type of collateral for the funding product. So these are the type of things you want to really look at and look into, right? But I give these things to you in the course. Okay. Becoming bankable. Becoming bankable. All right. We can't use this term business credit any longer because there's too many people out there selling half truths and just blatant lies about business credit. All right. For about 30-second window before the pandemic, well, years before the pandemic, like the early 2000s, um, there was an opportunity for you to get build business credit and get access to different things like vehicle leasing and things like that, and access to vendor cards or credit cards. And there's some things, but it was a very short window, and that hasn't been true for a long time. So a lot of people think business credit and business funding are synonyms, but they're not synonyms. They don't mean the same thing. They have totally different meanings and totally different purposes. All right. But in the Become Bankable coaching, we're showing you how business credit is one aspect or one leg to the table to become bankable. But you need the three other legs or you don't have a table. Okay. So that's what we're our terminology is become bankable. If you want your business or you want to help your client's business become bankable, then this is for you. Okay. All right. And you can access that to that as an affiliate as well. Okay. And then we have a video gallery, blogs, FAQs, a whole lot of resources on the businessfundingnow.com webpage. So you can learn how to do these things. You can learn how to be a financial resource for businesses in your community, right? Help business owners get the right information and get approved for funding and or a plan to become bankable. Okay, a step-by-step process in our software, in our Become Bankable coaching software that shows them all the things, right? The 20 items of lender compliance is one of the things you got to have done. That's the lender compliance item. That's one of the legs of the table. A low 5 bank rating score is another leg. Having strong business credit and personal credit. Having a low 5 bank rating score. Having your business and personal finances in order. Those are the legs to the table to become bankable. Okay, having 10 to 15 trade lines reporting to your business credit profile. Okay, but now, what are lenders looking for? What is the SBA looking for? They're looking at your SBSS score, right? This is what the topic next week is going to be on Monday at 1 o'clock. Next Monday at 1 o'clock is your small business FICO score or SBSS score. What is it and how it affects? Let me tell you, if the SBA and the government are using, lenders are are coming right behind them. And now there are over 10,000 lenders that are checking the score before they approve you. Okay. I bet y'all don't know that. I bet y'all don't know that. All right. But we know that. And that's the type of information working with us you're going to get access to. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into the three types. All right. The three types of business funding um, are credit based. All right. Credit based business loan programs are predicated on good business credit scores. Minimum is a 680. All right. All three bureaus, 680. And then there's some other criteria. No more than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. Making a list $50,000 in annual income. Not having any derogatory remarks. Now, what type of funding programs does that give you access to? I will tell you right now. I'm going to tell you what they are. So these are called the credit-based programs. This is one of the three types, right? So this means business credit cards. This means business lending credit unions. This means SBA, right? This means private lines of credit or peer-to-peer lines, which are basically business personal loans used for business purposes or startup funding. Okay, bridge financing. So that's 5, 6 different loan programs that are under the credit-based silo or criteria, tent, whatever terminology you want to use. If you have a 680 or higher credit score and you meet these other requirements, all right, let me give you them. I'm going to give you the requirements, okay? You got to have a business in good standing, right? Uh, and you got to have a business in good standing. It's got to be based in the United States. Cannot be delinquent or defaulted or any behind on taxes or loans or credit cards, right? As the business owner, you need a 680 or higher. All right. No bankruptcies, foreclosures, tax liens, and UCC filings. Okay. And having your debt history under, 40% utilization. Individual credit cards as well as overall DTI under 40%. Why? Because you cannot service more debt if you got too much, you're carrying too much currently. Okay. And then a low 5 bank rating score. Low 5 bank rating score for your business means that your daily average balance in your business checking account is $10,000 or more over the last 90 days. If you're not a low 5, you're not going to qualify for any of um, these credit-based programs. Okay, so that's one. The next one is asset-based programs, right? The asset-based business funding programs are not contingent on credit. They don't care if your credit's a 550 or 600 or whatever. all right, because your asset is going to be the collateral for this funding product. Okay, that means your revenue-based loans, your MCA loans, your merchant cash advance. And for those who don't know what MCA is, say 401k, you got a retirement from a previous employer. You want to use that as collateral to borrow against. There's a process. There are lenders to help you do that. We work with them. We know how to do that. Okay, we know how to take a 401k, roll it over to a business retirement fund, and then you can borrow against that. Accounts receivable, purchase order, real estate, fix and flip investment property, commercial property, inventory, hard asset basis, funding, recurring payments, right? Contracts, note buying. Okay, all these things are assets that you can use as collateral to borrow against. Okay, so that's how those programs work. So you got credit based is one, and you got asset based is the other one. Okay, so these are the two types. These are two of the three. All right, and then the third one is equipment programs. All right, equipment programs. You could have a 600 credit score, right, and you can get a equipment leasing or financing a product. Okay, say you want a tractor trailer or a dump truck, a food truck, a gym equipment, restaurant equipment. This is where you would go for that. Now, the caveat to that, you might have to have 10, 15, 20% of the cost of the equipment as a down payment. Okay. So we use one of the other funding options to get you that money, and then you can have the down payment, and then you can get all the equipment you need to run your business. All right. Then there's equipment sale lease back. This is you already own the equipment and you want to borrow against it. Right. Now, I'm just going to give you a fair warning. This type of funding, you only get 50% loan to value of that piece of equipment that you're using for collateral. So if you got a $100,000 tractor trailer, you can borrow up to $50,000 off of that and pay it back. Yeah, if you miss a payment, then they're taking that asset. So you got to be careful with that. And then the standard, truck, tractor trailer financing. So equipment financing and truck and tractor, they're pretty much similar, but we could have them in different categories. But that all these fall under your equipment programs. Okay, so you got credit-based programs, you got asset-based programs, and you got equipment programs. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. All right. Now, for you to qualify, our software is going to put you in one of those silos and pre-qualify you for one of those loan tops if you qualify, and if you're honest on the form. If you lie on the form and then we find out later, you're just wasting your time and everybody else's time. So tell the truth, okay? Soon we will have we have a MyScore IQ credit report directly imported into the software, and this will be used to analyze your credit to see if you qualify for the credit-based programs like the business credit cards. Okay. Soon we will have some additional document collection automation and things like that, Plaid integration. So we'll be able to basically complete about 90% of the document collection and the pre-qualification or the underwriting for those loan products in-house before we go to a lender. What does that do? That increases your approval margins a great deal. So we're not going to send you or just piecemeal it and get any types of funding products and hope you qualify. We're going to pre-underwrite you before we send it to the lender, so you increase your chances exponentially by working with us. Okay, because if you don't make it past the first gate, then you're gonna know what you need to do to get past the first gate. If you get past the first gate, and then we're looking at 80-90% more likelihood of you getting approved with the lender, because we're going to pre-underwrite you in-house. Okay, so these are the type of things that you could, by working with Business Funding Now, right? If you want the software, you can get the software. Okay, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put the link for the software, because I would recommend you get the software immediately, and start your own business and do all this under your own brand. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. So I'm just sending you to the Black Label CRM domain, where you're redirected to Owner's Path to get your software contact them. We have a front office sales team, account managers. We got a lot of changes that came with the software in the last couple of months, and we got a lot of changes coming in the next couple of months that's going to revolutionize the business funding and become bankable coaching a scenario, because we're just going for it, making the best version of the software we possibly can to service more small businesses so they can keep their doors open, they grow, expand, hire more people, fuel the economy, all those things we know that small business owners do across America. All right. Well, anyway, I just want to hop on, give you guys those tidbits. You got credit based, asset based, and equipment based. Those are the three types of business funding categories you can fall into. And with business funding now, there are 22 different loan products that fall into those three categories. Okay. And then with the funding course, you have 30 different loan products in the course that you can learn all the description, pros and cons, case study, supporting documents, things like that. So go ahead and go to businessfundingnow.com and check it out. Watch the video gallery and all those things. Sign up to be an affiliate is free. It's free and make up to 20% on referring deals to us, 25% on referring deals to us. All right, that's my time for today. I'm going to jump off here and we'll holler at you guys later. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. Peace.